So Kanye's biggest fumble being "Life of the Party," I genuinely thought it was like a general consensus that that was one of his worst verses right after Andre 3000 just gave his most beautiful performance. Outside of Kanye's sporadic verse, random topic movements, random bars, kind of weird pauses between his raps, if we just look at the first opening line between Andre 3000 and Kanye, I think we fully understand why this is one of his biggest fumbles. If you look at Andre 3000's verse, the opening line is, "Hey, Miss Donda, you run into my mama, please tell her I said say something," because both their mothers are passed away. Both Andre 3000's parents are passed away. And we know that Donda passed away as well. And then Kanye's verse was straight from Shibuya off some Zen. So Andre 3000 is perfectly framing this verse, this question, this song, as kind of a communication to his mom through Donda, and is relating kind of his experience, his understanding of like what losses, trauma, faith, belief is with his idea and grief of losing his mom. Kanye frames his whole verse and starts his whole verse by bringing it all to himself. There's not really kind of like this outside factor that he has. Like Andre is kind of thinking one step outside of himself. Now, this grief relates to him specifically, but he's communicating that grief through a conversation that he's having with Donda, or kind of this message that he's sending to Donda for Donda to forward that message to his mom. We see Kanye spend his whole verse doing what he normally does, and kind of his biggest issue is being extremely narcissistic. He talks about what he's done for his family, what he's done for his friends, and kind of like talking about his like capitalistic dubs, his success, his wins real quick. Talking about we gonna win big. This was the overall issue with the conceptual theme of his album being called Donda, for me at least, is that it always kind of structured around Kanye or Ye, and rather not really much around Donda. He doesn't really talk about Donda that much. I do think it's important to note that like Kanye did have this beautiful connection, this beautiful idea, this beautiful theme. However, he just couldn't execute it because I don't think he could get past like his own ego or just kind of the own like self grandeur that he has. Some made the argument that the themes are different because Kanye recorded his verse first and then Andre did his verse. And I think that's kind of true. When this song initially got leaked, there was a Drake diss by Kanye on there. Andre 3000 said, "Take me off the song if you dissing Drake. That's not what I'm here for." And then Kanye took him off, redid his verse a little bit. So he had an opportunity to make this song better, to make his verse better, to make it connect deeper. And he just didn't. And that was an intentional thing. So I think the critique of, oh, well, Andre did his verse last, Kanye still heard the song and decided to drop it in this way.